The voice of the drum calls. It sings a song of those who came before us and those to come. A song of survival and strength. A song of participation and voice. A song that calls us together. When we come together and participate in the 2010 census, we use this tool as the voice of all our Native people. Our voice. It is in our hands. 2010 census.
Let's do it. Welcome to this edition of the Native News Update on this Tuesday, March 30th. I'm your host for today's program, Paul DeMain. Many of the stories right here can also be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com. Here are the news stories for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. The Yocha Dehe Wintun Nation will celebrate its dedication to energy efficiency, sustainability, and responsible stewardship of the Courte Valley with a luncheon and media-exclusive guided tour on April 1st at the Catch Creek Casino Resort in Brooks, California. The lunch program will include a blessing by Tribal Council member Leland Kinter, remarks by Chairman Marshall McKay, a song by the Yocha Dehe Wintun Academy students in their native Patwin language, and the first-hand look at the tribe's environmental work. The tribe will also be presented with the California Train High Performance Building Showcase Award and a rebate check for $1.1 million through the Shift and Save program with PG&E. Following the lunch program, the tribal will host a media-exclusive tour to view their state-of-the-art technologies and features of their sustainability initiatives, covering the award-winning thermal energy storage tank, the solar array, the electrodialysis reverse water treatment center, the membrane bioreactor wastewater treatment plant, and the LEED Silver certified golf course clubhouse. The Cherokee Nation honored 3 veterans during its March Tribal Council meeting held in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Among them, their careers represent nearly 50 years of service in 3 separate branches of the military. Charlie Soap was born in 1945 and is the husband of former Cherokee Nation Principal Chief Wilma Mankiller. Soap's military history includes serving in the United States Navy from 1965 to 1969 and receiving an honorable discharge at the end of his service. Ray Lancaster was born in 1954 in Hobbs, New Mexico, graduating from Oklahoma Military Academy in Claremore, Oklahoma in 1971. He enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps the same year. In 1981, he was discharged from the Marine Corps and enlisted 2 months later in the Marine Corps Reserves, where he would stay until his retirement as a G4 sergeant. Lancaster and his wife, Marilyn, reside in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. James Kingfisher was born in Claremore, Oklahoma in 1966. Kingfisher joined the Army Reserve's Officers Training Corps and attended basic training at Fort Knox, Kentucky. He became an officer in the Armor Branch of the U.S. Army as a second lieutenant in May of 1990. After serving nearly 20 years in the Army, Kingfisher has been awarded the Army Achievement Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, the Army Meritorious Service Medal, and upon his return from Afghanistan, he was awarded the Bronze Star Medal for combat actions in Afghanistan. In addition, he earned 2 campaign medals, the Southwest Asian Service Medal for Operation Desert Storm and the Afghanistan Campaign Medal for operating Enduring Freedom. Gaming revenues remain steady but are not increasing at casinos operated by the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. That's the word from members of the Choctaw Gaming Commission, which met with the Mississippi Gaming Commission recently. Choctaw Commissioner Angela Denson said did not provide specific figures, but said gaming on the Neshoba County Reservation has been stable for the last several months. The Golden Moon Casino remains open only on the weekends. However, its hotel hours have been extended slightly. It now operates Thursday through Monday. Last year, the resort laid off 570 workers in January and another 40 in March. The tribe's first property, Silver Star Hotel and Casino, was not affected by the layoffs. South Dakota's Oglala Sioux tribe plans to build a nursing home across the Nebraska border near Whiteclay. The tribe's consultant, Gary Roos, says there are about 200 tribal members in Midwest nursing homes who would like to return to the Pine Ridge Reservation. Most of the tribe's land is in South Dakota, but Roos says that Nebraska has been more cooperative in the tribe's efforts to building the nursing home facility. The 60-bed nursing home is expected to cost $10 million. The tribe hopes to break ground in late spring or early summer with completion in the fall of 2011. Roos says it'll create about 80 to 100 jobs. A Southeast Alaska tribal group has big plans for space created when a fire in 2004 wiped out a building in downtown Juneau. The Central Council of Tlingit and Haida tribes hopes to build a cultural education and tourism center there now. Central Council President Bill Martin says plans for a cultural center and tribal college have been planned for a while, but only recently linked to what he calls a perfect location. The property is valued at around $800,000. The council's executive committee approved buying the property, but any use of trust fund money must first be approved by the group's tribal assembly, which meets during April. The Tohono O'odham Nation has received $7.1 million in federal grants and loans to expand broadband internet access on the southern Arizona reservation. The funding comes from a Department of Agricultural program to improve the economies and educational opportunities for rural communities. The money will go toward designing, engineering, and constructing a digital network to replace dial-up service. The Tribal Utility Authority is also offering 1,000 free computers and 6 months of high-speed internet access to some residents as part of the total project. And that is the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. We want to thank you all for stopping by, and you come back again soon. Miigwech.